as far as the eye can see.
In the opening scene, Nala, Simba's lioness, is about to give birth. She moves to a safe, green area away from the jungle to have her baby without any danger. Simba, the lion, also prepares to go to that place. Before leaving, he leaves his daughter Kiara with his friends 𝗍𝗻 and Pumbaa. After Simba leaves, Rafiki, a wise monkey who was a friend of Simba's father Mufasa, comes to visit Kiara. Kiara misses her parents and is scared of the stormy rain. To comfort her and boost her courage, Rafiki starts telling her the story of her grandfather Mufasa. Many years ago, Mufasa was a young lion from a simple family. He lived with his parents, Masego and Afia, in a jungle where food and water were scarce. One day, a long drought caused a famine, forcing Masego and Afia to leave the jungle with their son. They decided to go to a place called 𝗦𝗵𝗿𝗲, a paradise-like jungle with plenty of food and water. However, no one had ever seen 𝗦𝗵𝗿𝗲, so many thought it was just a myth or a dream. As Mufasa and his parents prepared to leave, it suddenly started raining in their jungle, making all the animals happy. But soon, the water levels rose, causing a flood that drowned many animals. Mufasa got separated from his parents and was swept away by the river to another jungle. There, he was attacked by crocodiles, but a young lion named Taka saved him. Taka's mother, 𝗟𝗍𝗲, decided to take Mufasa in, but her husband 𝗍𝗲𝗀𝗲, a royal lion, was against it. 𝗍𝗲𝗀𝗲 didn't want a stray lion in his pride. Mufasa argued that he was strong and could be useful. To test him, 𝗍𝗲𝗀𝗃 made Mufasa race against Taka. If Mufasa won, he could stay. If he lost, 𝗍𝗲𝗀𝗃 would eat him. Although Mufasa was fast, he was tired and hungry, so he started losing. However, Taka deliberately let Mufasa win because he wanted a brother. After the race, 𝗍𝗲𝗀𝗃 allowed Mufasa to stay, but treated him unfairly, favoring Taka. 𝗟𝗍𝗲, on the other hand, treated Mufasa like her own son and taught him everything. As time passed, Mufasa grew strong and wise, while Taka remained weak and timid despite being a royal lion. This made 𝗍𝗲𝗀𝗃 jealous of Mufasa. One day, when Mufasa and 𝗟𝗍𝗲 went hunting, two white lions attacked them. These white lions were part of a group where all the lions were white. They had been exiled from their original prides because they looked different, so they formed their own group. Their leader was 𝗍𝗨𝗏, a very powerful lion. Being cast out filled these white lions with hatred, and they started causing trouble for others. The two white lions who attacked Mufasa and 𝗟𝗍𝗲 included 𝗍𝗨𝗏's son. Mufasa fought and killed 𝗍𝗨𝗏's son, saving 𝗟𝗍𝗏's life. During this, Taka was also present, but was too scared to do anything. 𝗍𝗲𝗀𝗃, though grateful to Mufasa for saving 𝗟𝗍𝗏, knew the danger wasn't over. Meanwhile, when 𝗍𝗨𝗏 learned that someone killed his son, he prepared for revenge and decided to attack 𝗍𝗲𝗀𝗃's entire pride. Mufasa sensed the danger and was informed by a scout that 𝗍𝗨𝗏 was coming with his army to attack them. The white lions outnumbered the yellow lions, making it difficult for them to survive. 𝗍𝗲𝗀𝗃 decided to stay and fight with his pride to protect their legacy, but he sent Taka away to safety. He also told Mufasa to go with Taka so that Mufasa could protect him if any danger arose on the way. After Mufasa and Taka left, 𝗍𝗨𝗏 and his group attacked 𝗍𝗲𝗀𝗃's pride and wiped them out. However, 𝗍𝗨𝗏's revenge wasn't complete because he knew that his son was killed by a young lion who had escaped. He believed that the lion must be 𝗍𝗲𝗀𝗃's son, so he and his group started searching for him. Eventually, they caught up with Taka and Mufasa. To protect his brother, Mufasa claimed that he was the one who killed 𝗍𝗨𝗏's son, and that he was the royal lion. However, 𝗍𝗨𝗏's group pointed out that Taka was the true royal lion. Hearing this, the white lions decided to attack Taka, the last heir of 𝗍𝗲𝗀𝗃, and Mufasa. Mufasa wanted to fight, but Taka, trying to save them both, jumped into the river with Mufasa. Despite this, 𝗍𝗨𝗏 and his group continued to chase them. Taka and Mufasa eventually reached a jungle where they met a lost but very special lioness named 𝗟𝗏𝗲, who became their friend. 𝗟𝗏𝗲 was accompanied by a bird named 𝗣𝗲, who warned them of dangers from the sky. Soon, Rafiki, a magical monkey who could see the future and communicate with spirits, appeared. Rafiki had been exiled by his tribe because they considered him unlucky. When Mufasa, Taka, and 𝗟𝗏𝗲, who were very hungry, tried to eat Rafiki, he offered to save them and take them to 𝗦𝗂𝗍𝗲, a paradise-like jungle. Although Rafiki had only seen 𝗦𝗂𝗍𝗲 in his dreams, he believed it was real. Mufasa spared Rafiki's life, and they decided to follow him. On the journey, Taka fell in love with 𝗟𝗏𝗲 and tried to win her over with Mufasa's help. However, 𝗟𝗏𝗲 began to like Mufasa because of his bravery and skills. Meanwhile, 𝗍𝗄𝗯's group was still chasing them and eventually caught up. At that moment, a herd of elephants was passing by, and Mufasa asked for their help, but they refused. 𝗟𝗏𝗲 then threw a beehive among the elephants, causing chaos and forcing 𝗍𝗄𝗯's group to retreat. During the chaos, 𝗟𝗏𝗲 fell unconscious among the elephants, and Mufasa saved her. Later, he told her that Taka had saved her to make her love his brother. As they continued their journey, they reached a snowy mountain where their paw prints could be seen in the snow, making it easy for their enemies to track them. Mufasa asked 𝗣𝗲𝗀 to use his wings to cover the tracks with snow, which 𝗣𝗲𝗀 did, making it impossible for 𝗍𝗄𝗯's group to find them. During this time, 𝗟𝗏𝗲𝗲 realized that it was Mufasa who had saved her, and she confessed her love for him. Mufasa also fell in love with her. Taka, however, saw this and became jealous. He believed that, as a royal lion, 𝗟𝗏𝗲𝗲's love should have been his, and he felt betrayed by Mufasa, just as his father had warned him about trusting stray lions. In his anger, Taka decided to take revenge on Mufasa. He went to 𝗍𝗄𝗯 alone and told him that it was Mufasa who had killed his son. Taka began to believe that Mufasa was responsible for the death of his family, because Mufasa had killed 𝗍𝗄𝗯's son. Convinced of this, Taka joined forces with 𝗍𝗄𝗯 and told him that Rafiki was leading Mufasa and the others to 𝗦𝗂𝗍𝗲. He suggested that 𝗍𝗄𝗯 and his army should follow them and kill Mufasa.
King.
After this, Taka returned to his group, and they left the mountain. 𝗣𝗲𝗀 was still erasing their footprints, but Taka started leaving new marks to ensure the white lions could track them. The next day, Mufasa's group reached 𝗦𝗂𝗍𝗲, a lush and beautiful jungle filled with food and water. However, 𝗍𝗄𝗯 and his pride also arrived there. 𝗍𝗄𝗯 told Mufasa that his own brother, Taka, had helped them find this place. Mufasa couldn't believe it, but Taka admitted that he had betrayed Mufasa and allied with the white lions to take revenge. 𝗍𝗄𝗯 planned to kill Mufasa and rule over 𝗦𝗂𝗍𝗲, and his cruel nature terrified the other animals. Mufasa then rallied the animals, explaining that if they stood together, they could defeat the white lions. The animals agreed, and a battle began. On one side, 𝗍𝗄𝗯's allies fought the other animals, while on the other side, Mufasa and 𝗍𝗄𝗯 faced off. Their fight led them into a cave, where they battled for a long time. Eventually, 𝗍𝗄𝗯 overpowered Mufasa and was about to kill him when Taka realized his mistake. He stepped in to save Mufasa, getting scarred on his face in the process. Together, Mufasa and Taka fought 𝗍𝗄𝗯. Meanwhile, the other white lions were fighting the animals on a hill. Suddenly, the hill collapsed, burying the white lions under the debris. The cave where Mufasa and 𝗍𝗄𝗯 were fighting also crumbled, merging with a river. Mufasa and 𝗍𝗄𝗯 fell into the water and continued their fight. Mufasa struggled to defeat 𝗍𝗄𝗯, but eventually used a large rock to trap and kill him. Exhausted, Mufasa tried to climb out of the river but didn't have the strength. Taka helped him out, saving his life. After this, 𝗟𝗏𝗲𝗀 and Mufasa went into the jungle, where all the animals accepted them as their king and queen. At that moment, a lioness from 𝗦𝗂𝗍𝗲 approached Mufasa. She was none other than 𝗍𝗲𝗄, Mufasa's long-lost mother. 𝗍𝗲𝗄 revealed to him that his father, 𝗦𝗂𝗯𝗀𝗃, had drowned in the same flood where Mufasa had gone missing, After the tragedy, Afia had come to 𝗦𝗂𝗍𝗲, hoping that her son was still alive and would return one day. Following this emotional reunion, 𝗬𝗲𝗏 came forward and apologized to Mufasa. The other animals wanted 𝗬𝗏𝗏 to be banished from 𝗦𝗂𝗍𝗲, but Mufasa insisted that his brother be allowed to stay. However, Mufasa couldn't forgive 𝗬𝗏𝗏 and stopped calling him by his name. 𝗬𝗏𝗏 then gave himself a new name, Scar, and began to resent Mufasa deeply. Secretly, he plotted to take his brother's place. Eventually, Scar betrayed Mufasa and killed him, fulfilling his dark ambition. 𝗟𝗶𝗸𝗲 and Mufasa had become the king and queen of the jungle, and they had a son named SIMBA, who later avenged his father's death by defeating Scar and becoming the new Lion King. Rafiki's story ended here, filling Kiara with courage and strength. Just then, her parents, SIMBA and Nala, returned to the jungle with a young lion cub, Kiara's brother. And so, this is the story of Mufasa, the Lion King. If you enjoyed this recap, don't forget to like and share the video. Thank you for watching.